Fix is back underway. Simon Gregg, meantime, here comes Fix back up onto the racetrack. He's going to try to snap that car. Oh, and he gets hammered. He gets taken hard there by Tristan Herbert in the 33.
To stop. Once Andre got in the box, Moore took off as I was carrying my tire out. His left rear hit the tire I was carrying, knocked it out.
We've got to go back upstairs.
We've got a car
Problem.
in the big problem. Several cars off, and one of them has flipped over.
Okay, through the kink on the back straightaway. 2 cars in front of him. Slips inside. He taps PJ, trying to pass him. Look at that. And he lands upside down on the track, rolling again, tumbling.
Look down the track. Yeah, he was off the circuit, wasn't he? And the car snapped around. Thank goodness for the tyre barriers to the inside of that corner. He'd gone wide at turn 1.
Moving up on Robbie Groff, side by side. Oh, and entering contact. End over end goes Robbie Groff. Up on top of the concrete, side by side, and just...
Stayed at 1.0, and now it's gone down to 0.7. But we know that passing is quite difficult on this circuit. So let's see if he can get it done. Another
big crash, nasty crash,
and
that's the 45.
Christensen. That's Christensen, Mr. Consistent.
That was something that must have.
Both sides. Oh, and they hit him. Oh no! Very big accident. Very, very big accident. We got to hope.
What happened here?
Yeah, it looks like he dropped wheels and just kept his foot in it and turned him around there.
What was he thinking?
I'm not sure. I think he just kept his foot in it.
Dixon making laps around here. That very first pit stall, it gets congested even leaving pit road. It's hard to find a gap.
Oh!
Big trouble.
That is Simon Pagino barrel rolling.
I had no brake. I'm okay.
Bell, and then right there at the critical point there, I mean, there's just no room for him to fire it through and just gets into the side of Roberts. Luckily, he didn't take out other people like Gaples, who was right in the picture at the same time.
Yeah, absolutely.
First lap teammates, Janica Patrick, Tony Kanaan bump, and Kanaan goes into Marco Andretti. Flips Marco over, he would be okay. Kanaan bounces back to finish.
Coming down into the braking zone, there's Schwartz with lots of room, Quinn Armstrong, Ho, Jeffers, and look at this, climbed right up over the back. That was, I believe, Giafoni. Instead, I talked about it at the start. You never know what happens in a championship.
It doesn't matter. Well, we'll take a look and see what happens as they approach turn 1's already going on. There's the cars flipping, 2 of them at least rolling at once. Wow, many times for that car. Is that
over 3 or 4 times?
Again, look at it from this standpoint. Contact's already been made.
And that is awesome camera work by our guys out on track right now, both the camera.
All right, here we go. Oh, goodness. Vicious flip. Boy, that says so much, though, about the chassis and the integrity of the chassis.
What happens? There's obvious body damage sustained right there when Kleeman hit the Armco.
That does not look like oil down the racetrack. That looks like a brake failure right there. He did everything.
Ceremonious end as well. Take a look at this one. That one did get up and over.
Yep, that one did.
Here
now
comes
you can see he's just bouncing on the roll bar, Head takes a
bit of a problem on the brakes, and it got away from him.
Look at that. We believe that he lost some of the front braking force, so it locked up the rear. And look at the air time. So lucky that it didn't dig into that gravel trap and just go for a tumble.
Those amazing men and their flying machines. Look at what happened.
Oh, wow, it looks like maybe the front suspension failed or something, because he was totally offline there, and then the wheel was actually leaving the car before that happened. That was a wild ride. Wow. It looks like all the safety equipment, obviously, he's doing okay. That was 3, 4, 5 times over, and sort of stuck it on the nose there for the final wham.
Well, that'd have been a 10.
Any thoughts on what happened? You can see them pop up there, running side by side. And this is very likely, it's going to be that wheel-to-wheel contact. Yeah, that's probably going to be left front to right rear. And that spun Dylan Christie around, and like I said, very lucky that he did not go upside down. We saw the left front damage to Billy Fraser when he rolled in here to pit lane. So tough for both of those drivers.
Moving up to the first corner. Car gets loose, about 145, 150 miles an hour.
slides across the gravel trap and through the grass. It's not until it hits the tires that it
allowing him to close back up to the front-running quintet. Sykes, though, having to block down to the inside. Oh, big contact, and over he goes. Lockie Hughes has made contact, and he is barrel-rolled into turn number 2. He tried to go to the inside.
Sykes 34 of Austin Kazuba were on board with him in the middle. Forcier made contact with Kazuba. Peterson tangled with Kazuba. Young Benjamin up on 2 wheels and then down hard. Darren Keene in the JDX.
When Bobby had his on-track problem, here's another look at the replay, just the end of that crash, Pancho.
Yeah, it looks as though that they made contact apparently with one other car, maybe Randy Lewis, who they were racing, going by, and got into the Armco right there that protects the entrance to the bridge there that the cars run under, and he hit the dirt embankment after the Armco and then went on underneath the bridge. Luckily, he didn't get hung up in the bridge.
Gary, looking down from the Honda Helicam, it inspires a lot of guys who don't have a contract. Whoa!
Adrian Fernandez. Big air. Has made constant safety improvements, and thank goodness they have. You come down through the grass, it's downhill. He just goes straight over the gravel trap at high speed and hits the tires. Just, oh man, that's a huge impact into those tires.
In a little twist of irony, the benefactor of that becomes Jacques Lazier.
Oh, see what we were talking about? That car had sat there for quite a long time, and that was a very big hit right there and set the 54 car upside
That's Dave
down.
Beckish who came along. Dave started 45th shotgun on the field.
Here at the racetrack this year at the runoffs, Natha doing a good job with law enforcement. And just like that, we have an off.
She hit the stalled car, the 00 that they wanted to slow the field down because of the changing track conditions. And there's Dean Martin sliding through China Beach hard into the tire wall. Slid for a long way, and I got to think he's backing up. So we're going full course yellow now. Full course yellow. Let's get these cars through. Dean Martin able to keep going. Sliding through the grasses, Dean Martin in that Rahegan Racing Picture Cars East. This is the man that's second place in this driver's. There we have a car way off in the dirt. Not sure who that is.
You can't see who it is, Jeff?
China Beach down into turn number 3. And once the dust clears, we'll be able to tell you who's buried there into the tire wall and the sand at China Beach, the nickname for here. There's Jack Roush, and it looks like, was that Jack Baldwin? It is. Jack Baldwin, as there's another car there. As oh no, up over as Jorge De La Torre and Drew Riggets and the 2 Aston Martins down in the tire wall into turn number 3 as you see the rain coming down heavily now.
Yeah, it's raining pretty hard there now, and when drivers of this sort of, some of these guys, really experienced drivers, make mistakes. You know, for the relative rookies like Jorge De La Torre and Drew Riggets, you know, it's very easy to get caught, and